Mbogua. I'm the owner of the land of Paradise Lost and Dunde Investments. And this is the land that has been claimed by people who have come on the land, and they are claiming that they are squatters. And this land is a land that we have the records from 1929 of this land. And it's a family land that we are left to by my father. So hii shamba tumeachiwa ni baba yetu, ndio tuachie nayo watoto wetu, who are many. They're about maybe 200 children. And we are fighting to get this land back in Kiambu. The police in Kiambu are not helping us as much, but we are working with them to come on the ground. The goons are still there on the farm, and we are hoping to get them out in this presser. So I'll leave it to my lawyers to now tell you a bit brief of the land, and maybe we can start with you. Yes.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Duncan Okach. I'm one of the lawyers representing Dunde Investments. We are going through a very tough time with our clients. The reason for that is that we have complained through the media, we have complained to the government, we have complained to all the ears that should hear and protect the right to property under our Constitution, Article 40. But it is very clear that unfortunately, all these pleas are going to deaf ears. We have written letters to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, that is on the 22nd day of this month. We have written letters to the Cabinet Secretary, we've written letters to the permanent secretaries, we've written letters to the Ombudsman. It is very clear that the government side of it does not intend to assist. We saw a presser from government itself, and there was a request in it that let there be proper investigations, let there be proper assistance so that the right to land is protected. I can tell you that ended at that. The full stop in that document is where that matter ended. The goons who have invaded this property are very daring. In fact, they are so daring because they're none other than police officers with the vehicles which have full tank. At this time when we have problems or the cost of fuel is this high, they are actually patrolling day and night. And patrolling to protect the goons and ensure that the owners of the property, these wazes who cannot even lift a finger to fight anyone, and do not get access to that particular land. As we sit here, a lot of activities are going on, and I will request you to, anyone who has passed by there to see. These people are actually working day and night. They have uprooted whatever vegetation that was there. They're actually establishing their beacons, they're actually establishing structures, and unfortunately they are bringing innocent wananchi or wazes as a front that it is them who want this land. But the reality here, you can see, there's a lot of alacrity from even the government agencies. And our hope will remain, of course, with the court. This is land that you are told, the first title was in 1929. Many of us, we didn't even know we were going to be born. 1929. There is a proper historical channel that you can trace from 1929 all the way to 1976. When the first owner, that is their father, acquired this land through sweat. This is a person who took a bank loan to buy this property. At that time, 1.2, 1.3 million. And he had also infused his own money. He has had possession from 1976, a title is out in 1978. It has proceeded all through to the point where it was transferred to Dunde Investments. The owner of the property, who is their father, transferred to them. And the three sons are there. They have had not only possession, but they are doing businesses in that particular property, and they live in that particular property, together with the children that you have heard about, so many. Then all of a sudden, you are being told that all of a sudden someone is so clever that has found land that was just there. And this is private property. The title is a freehold title. So it's not a title that even you can come and say that there is a term that ended the way people are playing these games in these cities. So this is property that is being taken away by force. And our position is clear. If this can happen to these wazes today, and we keep quiet, whoever is sitting in any other property, it will come to you. So the fight or the cries by these wazes and their family is not only theirs. It is a cry on the role or the prospect of our constitution, the right to property. Can you then say that in this country you have property and you have a title and you can say there's a right to it? And government is forcefully continuing to do that. We have seen names being given from the newspaper people. They've investigated. And they are very big names you can see. And for us, the action that we are seeing the police are unable to protect them says a lot in terms of who is behind this. But it is a very sad day that if this will continue, then whoever holds a title in this country is holding a piece of paper. But we will fight. That is what we need to do. The Constitution will fight for them. They are Kenyans born here. They have worked. They have not stolen from anyone. They have paid taxes even for those businesses that are there. Anyone who has visited Paradise Lost has paid, and they actually pay. Paradise Gardens, you pay, and they pay taxes to this government. And that is the tax that is being used to now dispossess them. It is a very unfair thing, but we will fight in court, and I believe the Constitution will come out successful. However, to the people who are being deceived to buy these properties, we've seen Pamat Limited has come up with all these manner of titles, and they are selling them at a throwaway price, which you cannot even believe. We have already cautioned the public through the newspapers. They have been cautioned through this. Let no one buy from these particular individuals until this matter is determined in court. Because if you buy, you have been warned. You have been told there's a dispute. Whoever is continuing to give money or is being deceived to buy, and you are not buying from the genuine owners, your money is just going to the drain. That is what we need to communicate to Kenyans, because governments change. One, the history that you have been given from 1929 to date is not our own history or documents. These are verifiable history coming from the Ministry of Lands. We will give you the searches. We have a copy of the green card. All that history, if as far as we are concerned, even this minute, that is the history that you will find from the Ministry of Lands. And you'll all equally find when you go to the Directorate of Survey, which also points to the coordination. So that is history that the government itself has documents to support. The history in terms of the companies that we are talking about are the records that are held today by the Registrar of Companies. Again, we have CR12s that are here. And when you want to know, a thief will actually normally try to hide. Try to look at who is Pamat Limited. They are really hiding. A company and another company. Then you find, a name like similar to the ones my colleague has mentioned here and there. So these are people who want to be faceless. If they were the real owners, they should be coming out like we are coming out. Have you seen anyone coming out to say we are the owners, apart from those traditional dancers? None. So that is the reality of the day. But there's one major problem that will happen when the government is just playing around with this issue. There is a dam situated in this property. That dam holds thousands of liters of water. That dam has been maintained properly as per the standards that are required. But today, these goons are actually vandalizing even material that is actually stabilizing that dam. And God forbid, if that dam, something happens to that dam, Solai will just be, will actually be a footnote in terms of what will happen. The people living around this area, the posh people living in Runda, Kiambu, and all that, there is danger. So what we are talking about is a government that is now careless, that it might lead to a catastrophe worse than what we are talking about that happened in Solai. There is a bigger danger, and that's why when this tradition of just goons taking over, they don't even understand this particular aspect of this property. It will be important that this matter is taken seriously. Lastly, the IG, as we know today, is supposed to be independent. But the police, the invasion has not just been done by the goons. The police have actually been part and parcel of this invasion. So the IG should tell us how many acres is he being given. If it is the DIG, how many acres are they being given? Because they are now part of the invaders. Actually, the invaders in uniform. They are goons in uniform, which is very sad. And unfortunately, that's why all the complaints have gone to deaf ears. This is robbery during the day. Something must happen. But we actually have our confidence in the processes in court, and we will have our day also in court.